straight. So what's been bothering me? 12 Strong. 12 Strong follows a group of soldiers just after the 9/11 terrorist attacks as they begin the war in Afghanistan against the Taliban. Now, naturally, this is an action film, but unfortunately, it's kind of mixed action. There are some great moments, like these moments of tension where we know that the terrorists are hiding, but they don't know about it yet, so we're just kind of waiting to see what happens. And there's also a great kick-ass scene at the end where you got Chris Hemsworth leading an army on horseback towards the Taliban. That's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, those are only select moments. The rest of the action is kinda lame. I mean, call me crazy, I just don't really see the appeal of a person hiding behind a rock and occasionally popping out and shooting. I mean, most people can't stand it when you do that in a video game. Imagine how it is just to watch it. It's a mixed bag, but it ultimately evens out. What doesn't even out, though, is the villain. This dude's kinda lame. You notice I don't usually comment on villains as much. That's usually because they're just kinda there. They don't really have that stronger motivation, but they also don't have that weaker motivation either, or that greater presence, or just not enough to really elevate them, so I usually don't comment unless there's something to comment on. And unfortunately, this one kind of goes the wrong route. How does it try and make our villain threatening? They have him shoot a woman in the head and make children cry. Really? That's the best you got? Just shoot a woman in the head? Make a child cry? Come on, that's lazy. It's like it's trying to shock you into thinking that this is a great villain. It's like, ooh, we really need to be angry at this guy because he hurt someone who I don't know. Take, for example, Carlo Rosa's character in Splinter Cell Blacklist. The dude's threatening, but he's also charismatic. He's the kind of guy that you are threatened by, but you like watching him. You can't do this without having to resort to cheap tactics. It's like comparing Modern Warfare 3 to Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 had a great villain. Modern Warfare 3 just blew up a kid and said, there you go, villain. Now you fear him. Normally I wouldn't comment on it, but it just kind of felt manipulative, so it did take me out of the film, so it's worth commenting on. Of course, though, we do have some pretty strong characters. I like this group of soldiers. They remind me of the Marines from Aliens in a good way. They don't really have the same established personalities, but at the same time there's nobody that I really didn't like, and there was enough there for me to be invested in them. Especially Michael Shannon's character, though that might just be because he looked like General Zod. Sure the glue that ultimately holds this film together, though, is our protagonist, or protagonists, I would say. Chris Hemsworth is the military captain leading the American troops, and he's helping some local militia led by Naveed Negahban. I really apologize if I pronounced that wrong. They do have some great chemistry, and I do like the banter between them, especially revolving around the philosophy of a soldier and warrior. The idea is one that fears death and just follows order, while the other one is willing to fight and die for their cause. It's an interesting idea and it's well executed. Neither character really stands out on their own, but together they help bring the film up somewhat. So let's go to the final rundown. The action was mixed, the villain was lame and just kind of lazily written, but it has some great supporting characters and some solid leads, so 6 out of 10. Honestly, if you're in the mood for a war film, there's a lot better films you could watch, but it's alright, I guess. So take that for what it's worth. Take care now, bye bye then.